Hey, this is Luke with another Android Guys podcast. I'm here with Scott. Hi, Scott.
Hi there.
How are ya?
It remains to be seen.
Oh, okay.
I'm fighting a little bit of I don't know if it's a cold, if it's seasonal. It's what happens when you get to be my age.
Okay.
And it gets to be this time of year.
Mm.
You wake up and things are touch and go.
Yeah, the doldrums.
Yeah, this is the season where I don't know if it's a sore throat or a cold coming on, or I'm just not getting enough quality sleep.
Well, nothing matters anyway.
Ever. At all.
Nothing matters.
Nothing matters. All right, you nihilist.
You have a product to review today.
Do you care to hear about it?
Of course I do.
Okay.
I do want to hear about this because it's a thing that we've had other things that are similar to this.
Yeah.
And it seems like these things are popping up more and more.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm interested to see what this one's like.
Okay, so this is the EcoFlow is the brand.
Okay.
This is called the River 2. And I guess this is considered a series of products.
Right.
So we have just the River 2.
Okay.
Because there's also the River 2 Max and the River 2 Pro. We just have the 2.
Uh-huh.
But I don't want to say just because it's a pretty cool, pretty capable little device.
It looks cool.
It is a portable power station.
Mm-hmm.
It is the type of thing that you would take with you or have if you like to go camping, if you want to spend the day fishing, if you want to go for a day away and night out under the stars and hook up a projector. It's a power source. This is a little unit that weighs less than 8 pounds.
That's not
It's
bad.
got a built-in handle, so you can kind of grab it. You can't see it from the front, but the back top of it, you could kind of reach and grab it, pick that up and go. Portable, very nice, very light. This has a number of charging ports to plug into and use at the same time.
Right.
But it also supports multiple ways of charging it too.
Oh.
So there are 4 ways to charge it. There's the AC adapter, plug it into the wall.
Right.
There's also a car adapter.
Mm-hmm.
There's also solar panel.
Uh-huh.
And there's also USB-C.
Nice.
Each of those has its own time to take to fill it up.
Okay.
But if you go with the AC, just your standard plug it into the wall, you could charge this thing up in 1 hour's time.
To full. Wow.
So it's got some kind of technology in it that it's the first one that's rated, and I don't even want to pronounce this thing. It's got some kind of trying to look for it here. You can find it while I'm talking about it. But this thing charges up like 60 minutes is what it has.
That's crazy.
So if you want to plug things into it, you've got a pair of USB, I think, A ports, and then you've got a USB-C in the center of it. Then you've also got 2 AC ports. One of them has the 3-prong, one has 2. And then you've also got the adapter for, like if you want to plug in something that would normally plug into a car adapter or cigarette adapters, what we used to refer to them as. So if you're in an area like for us this time of year, we will sometimes get windstorms, ice, rain, snow, things like that. Sometimes power goes out for a few hours at a time.
Right.
This is the kind of thing that might be good to have on hand.
Yeah.
It's going to hold its charge, and even if it just kind of sits there all season, it's just nice to have.
Yeah.
And then if you need to use it or to charge it up, you can go out to your car and plug it in and charge it up that way if you're completely without power. Or if you've got the solar adapter, you can plug that in. If you've got solar panels,
sure,
you seemingly have an endless supply.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this isn't something that you're going to want to plug in a hot plate or a mini refrigerator.
Right.
This is kind of like, hey, got a couple of phones, maybe a Bluetooth speaker, projector,
sure,
radio, a fan. These are going to be things that don't draw a lot of power.
Right.
Don't pull too much.
Yeah, you're not running the refrigerator.
Yeah.
Something like that.
So this has a 300 watt output.
Mhm.
There's like a boost mode or some kind of like a X boost, I think is what it's called.
Yep.
You can push that to 600 watts, but I mean, it's not a huge battery.
Right. It's going to take that even more.
Yeah.
Sure.
So this works well if, say, for instance, power goes out and you have a bottle warmer or a CPAP machine.
Sure.
Or something where you're like, oh, man, I can't be without this overnight.
Mm-hmm.
These types of things, you know, it's a good in a pinch kind of device.
Right.
So when it comes to, for me, I like to look at them as like, well, if I'm camping.
Yeah.
And I'm going off the grid and I just want to be able to charge my phone at the end of each day.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of carrying around a power bank or something, I just want to come back and use. This is going to give you equivalent of around 19 to 20 charges on a phone.
That's awesome.
So considering its size, and if you have two people, you're camping, a couple of days, you could charge your phones, 10 times over each.
Sure.
Or thereabouts. But if you're plugging in a Bluetooth speaker, that, if that thing gives you 20 hours on a charge, plug that thing in, you're going to really buy some time with that.
Sure.
It's a really cool thing to have like in the bed of a pickup truck.
Right.
If you're going out for the day and you're fishing, this thing is light, small, smaller than your tackle box.
Yeah.
Carry this thing with you. Something like a fan that you might not normally have with you on the beach. Things where it's like, yes, this is like taking an AC adapter with you or two.
Sure.
Plus being able to charge other things.
Yeah.
This guy right now, if you go to their website, you can pick one up from EcoFlow's website for $219.
That's not bad at all.
Not at all.
Wow.
No. It says it's a sale.
Uh-huh.
EcoFlow Christmas sale. The normal retail price is $299.
Yeah.
And I think that's what it is if you go to Amazon and look for it.
Sure.
I think it's still $299. But depending on when you get it, or, for $300, I like this thing.
Yeah.
$220, I love this thing.
Sure.
I don't really have any problems with it. There's a nice display on here that shows you kind of like what's being used, how much battery is left, so you're not really trying to guess things. It's a really cool little device to have.
Yeah. It looks like it also has a app that can go with it.
Yeah, so there's a mobile app that you can use to kind of control that or to see where things are. I did not set that up yet.
Sure.
I want to try that. I don't have. It's actually at my house now.
Nice.
I used it a little bit around the office here. So when we take photos or set things up to record things, I will kind of set this up to, plug in some lights and things where instead of running extension cords, I just pull something like this out.
Yeah, sure.
Plug those lights in for a little bit.
Yeah.
I like having that on hand. And then after, maybe at the end of the week, I'll plug it in over the weekend. And when I come back, it's full.
Yeah.
Here, if I'm plugging it in literally 1 hour, it should be full.
That's awesome.
And then what I really like about this thing, and I gave it extra points for, it's got a 5-year warranty.
Yeah. So to me, this sounds like a great device regardless, but you pair that price with a 5-year warranty. It's like just peace of mind at that point.
And the battery is rated for about 3,000 cycles, and they approximate that to be about 10 years.
That's crazy.
So let's just say at that 5-year with the warranty, and that's 5 years of, like you said, peace of mind.
Yep.
Where a lot of companies, things are 1 year, maybe 2 if you get lucky, 5-year, especially when you're dealing with batteries.
Right.
To stand behind something like that. I think it's pretty cool.
That's awesome, man.
This is my first time experiencing anything from EcoFlow.
Sure.
And considering this is the basic model, I would love to see what the Max, the Pro, those are going to be bigger and give you more ports, things like that.
Right.
But for my needs, man, this is the kind of thing that, I reviewed a similar one from another company a few months ago, and my son loves to go fishing, loves to go camping, go hammocking.
Yep.
He wanted that thing so badly.
Yeah.
He's like, that is perfect for what I need to do, Dad.
Yeah.
He's like, so I'm surprised he hasn't come across this at the house yet.
Yeah.
It's there. I need to pair the app and use that. But even having not done that,
right,
I would easily be happy to recommend this thing.
That's awesome.
So that's EcoFlow is the brand, and this is called the River 2.
Awesome. Thanks, Scott.
You're welcome. All right, that's going to do it for this episode of the podcast.
Thanks for listening.
We appreciate it. If you guys have any questions, feedback, concerns, comments, anything, shoot us an email at podcast@AndroidGuys.com. We'd love to hear from you one way or the other. Luke, if someone wants to get a hold of you, how do they do that?
I am on Instagram and Twitter at Luke Gaul, Gaul.
And I'm on Instagram at Scott Webster and Twitter as SWebster77. Until next time, thanks for listening.
See ya.